What's going on, people? We are Tottenham TV back here for another predicted lineup video. We've got Manchester United at Old Trafford, 5:30 kickoff tomorrow night in a very, very important game in terms of the top four race. Antonio Conte has done his press conference. The team news is out, and let's run through it.
Yeah, so more bad news for Ryan Sessegnon, who's picked up a hamstring injury, and he apparently is going to be out until after the international break, so a 3-week gap for him. He's going to miss the next 3 games, unfortunately, for Ryan Sessegnon, so that's a bit of a blow considering he's on a good run of form at the moment. He mentioned that he thinks the Sessegnon injury is not a different one, it's just one he's positioned for, and it's something he's going to have to manage. In the moment, he's struggling to. He keeps picking an injury up whenever he's on a run of games, but he's out. Ollie Skip is also out, and he's saying in his press conference how worried he is about the Skip situation, as it's developed into a more serious, I think, situation than he anticipated, and he's now out for he's been out for 2 months, and he doesn't have a return date yet. And Japhet Tanganga, I think, remains out, but
I think he remains out, but he returned to training today.
He returned, so there you go. So he's back in training, which is very positive, but he's not going to be available to play.
Yeah. So in terms of the predicted lineup now, I mean, they're not the hardest predicted lineups to do at the moment, are they? Because of the state of the squad and everything like that. But obviously, we're going to go for a 3-4-3 formation, and in goal is obviously going to be Hugo Lloris.
Yeah, who else is there to pick? Is there Captain Hugo? And he's hopefully he's come out of that bad form he was having.
Like it, yeah. And
he's obviously starting to play well again, and we're going to need him on Saturday, because United, I'm sure, will have their chances, and if he can keep him out, then we should have the firepower to hurt them.
Yeah, and I think the first position, or the second position we're going to look at in right wing back is probably the most contentious spot in the lineup for today, for tomorrow. We're going to go with Matt Doherty, but it could very well be Emerson Royale. But with the form that Doherty's on, it's probably hard to take him out, isn't it?
Yeah, I think you need to play Doherty, because it's too harsh to drop him for such a big game, considering he's in sparkling form, and you have to reward that form with placing the team. I think, I'm not saying unfortunately, but I just feel like Emerson could be the best fit for this game, just with his physicality and his pace, and he's less vulnerable to being to losing a foot race to Sancho or Rashford or Elanga, or whoever plays on the wing for Man United. I am a bit worried that Doherty could get caught out, but on the flip side, if they are playing one of those players and they're not tracking back, then Doherty might well have an impact in this game. So I think you have to play Doherty, but I do have a slight concern about that.
Do you think there's a case of maybe playing Emerson for this game and Doherty come back in for Brighton?
Yeah, there is a case for that, because first we keep freshness. I think it's more likely he'll go Doherty this game and Emerson in midweek, but I am a bit worried that Doherty might get caught out a few times. But if Romero's sweeping up on the coming over and helping him out, maybe it won't be such an issue. And maybe it could. One thing I could be worried about could turn into a big positive if they let Doherty just reign free on the right hand side. Maybe he could hurt them.
Let's hope so. The rest of the defences pretty much picks itself. On the right hand side is going to be Cuti Romero,
of course, and I'm sure he'll get booked in this game, no doubt about it. He's going to be up for the fight, especially.
What game doesn't he get booked in?
Yeah, especially if Cavani has a part to play in it as well. I'm sure there's going to be some red hot blood going there, but he's going to have a big game, isn't he, Romero? If we're going to come away with a result,
especially with Doherty as well, because he's going to need to do a lot of covering for Doherty during the game. So he's going to be highly important. Alongside him in the middle is obviously going to be Eric Dyer.
Yeah, and I thought he had another good game on against Everton on Monday night, and if whoever he's up against, he's going to have to be at his best. But I wonder if you gave Dyer the option, would you rather play against Rashford up front or Ronaldo up front? Which would he pick? Because I feel like he might struggle more against Rashford's pace rather than Ronaldo, who's more about being a penalty box striker these days, and he might find that easier to deal with.
Yeah, but I think that with the quality Ronaldo has, I'm not saying Rashford doesn't have quality, but Ronaldo has supreme quality, you know what I mean? I still think he might just edge on the Rashford side just because of that.
You can bully Rashford a bit more than Ronaldo, but Ronaldo's so good in the air. But Rashford
physically as well.
But Rashford's probably more likely to run away from Dyer than Ronaldo is at the moment.
Yeah. All right, so that's Romero, Dyer, and the last one on the left is going to be Ben Davies to make up that back three.
Yeah, and he's going to again have a very good game. I think he played decent on Monday night after some not great displays before that, but yeah, Davis has to play. Can't see anyone else playing.
And to make up the back five is obviously going to be Sergio Reguilon, seeing as Sessegnon is out. And it's actually a big ask now for Reguilon to play all these 3 games in the space of a week.
Yeah, especially that wing-back position, but he's going to have to. He hasn't played the last 4 games, so maybe he's been conserving energy. I'm hoping so. He did look pretty good, I thought, on Monday when he came on. He did score a goal very quickly.
Within 40 seconds.
So hopefully he can take that confidence into this game, and we're lucky that he's just coming back right just in time, because if we didn't have both of them, then all of a sudden it's a big problem.
Yeah. So let's run through the back line one more time. Hugo Lloris in goal. Doherty right back, Reguilon left back, Romero, Dyer and Davis in the centre-back positions. And now let's move over to central midfield. Seeing as Ollie Skip is out, I think this one pretty much picks itself as well. First one we're going to talk about is Rodrigo Bentancur.
And he makes such a difference when he's partnered with Højbjerg in the centre compared to Winks. I think United centre mids with McTominay apparently should be out, so probably going to be Pogba and Fred, I'm assuming, in the centre. We're going to need to be very hard working to make sure Pogba isn't allowed to dictate the game. And I think they have the ability to do that. They showed against City that they have the ability to stop them building up play and making serious inroads down the centre. They force City out wide. So if we can do that for United, we can get a lot more joy, I feel. So we need them to at their best.
Did you hear what Tim Sherwood was saying about Bentancur?
No.
What an idiot that guy is. He goes, they bring him in from Juventus and he loses the ball more times than not. And when he does keep the ball, all he does is pass it sideways.
Oh, he has never seen Bentancur play. I think Bentancur does lose the ball a bit too often for my likings. He has to work on that. But he charges forward. He definitely dictates. He's a lot of our footballing moves. He's the hub of them at the moment when it's in the centre, and that's really, really positive.
Yeah, completely agree. And alongside Bentancur, we're going to have the Viking, the General, Pierre-Emile Højbjerg.
Yeah, and he looks a lot better next to Bentancur as well.
He looks a different player, really, when he has Bentancur next to him as opposed to Winks.
And they're a lot more difficult to play against, both of them, when they're together rather than when they're next to Winks. All of a sudden, when they're next to Winks, we just seem so open and we seem overrun. Yeah. But when they're together, it's like we have a shield there and we're going to need them on top. And all of a sudden, if we have that shield, it kind of means we have... if they can kind of keep Pogba and Fred in check, then it means like Ronaldo and Bruno up against that 3 centre-backs, and I think they can come out on top of that. So that's positive as well.
So Højbjerg and Bentancur make up the middle 2. The right-sided number 10, we're going to look at Dejan Kulusevski once again. He's performing at a really top level. I'm loving what I'm seeing from Kulu at the moment.
Yeah, and I think it actually could get a lot of joy in this game because Telles is not the quickest, or he's not the most defensive of fullbacks. He likes to get forward. He's got a wonderful left foot, but when you dribble up against him, he can be got at. And if Doherty can occupy a lot of his thinking, then Kulusevski could get a lot of free rein, or vice versa. Doherty could get a lot of free rein. So I think there could be a good link up again between Doherty and Kulusevski in this game. And he's in too good a form to drop. I know Lucas is back and Bergwijn's had a few good cameos, but Kulusevski has to start. And I'm looking forward to what he can do.
It's mad, actually, when you look at Kulusevski. I mean, he's come in, he's completely hit the ground running. And Lucas Moura, before Kulusevski come in, I mean, was one of the first names on the team sheet. He was performing at a really good level. Maybe not the prior few games before Kulusevski came in, but majority of the season he's been playing really well, and now he's struggling to get a look in.
Yeah, he didn't play at all on Monday, but he was injured, so which is why he's missed the last couple of games. So he'll have to fight back to get his way back in the team. And look, when Kulusevski's providing the output that Lucas just struggles to do consistently. I mean, Kulusevski's got 2 goals and 3 assists. When was the last time how long has it been since Lucas got 2 goals and 3 assists? It's probably been like the last 10 games or something. He's got that total. So shows the difference in output.
Absolutely. Up top is obviously going to be the main man, Harry Kane, performing at an insane level at the moment, isn't he?
Yeah. And Maguire is going to have his work cut out. I know he struggled in the 6-1 against Harry Kane last time back last season as well. But Kane is playing out of his skin, and we know they're going to have a plan for him. We've just got to make sure that it does make a difference.
And then on the left is obviously going to be Heung-min Son, also providing a lot in terms of goal of assists at the moment. So obviously he's going to be very dangerous if Man U play that high line. Any comments on Sonny?
Yeah, he's the danger man for me for Tottenham. He's the one who can really get at Man United. We showed against City, he broke the lines immediately within 5 minutes and we got a goal out of it. And that he's going to be the one if to really stretch United with all that space. If we are to get something on against Man at Old Trafford, I think he's the one who loves exploiting the space they leave behind. He's the best at it. He's one of the best in the league at it.
I agree. All right, so let's run through the lineup with you one last time. So it's Hugo Lloris in goal, a back three of Romero, Dyer and Davis, a Reguilon on the left, Doherty on the right, Højbjerg and Bentancur make up the double pivot with Son on the left, Kulu on the right and Kane up top. If this is the lineup, what's your prediction?
I'm going to go 2-2. I think we should have enough to get some goals. I think we'll have chances. I think United are going to be well up for it, and I have a feeling they'll really turn up and try and force the issue, and it might get them a couple of goals with the quality they have. So I'm going to go 2-2, which shouldn't be fatal in the top four race, but it could be a bit detrimental.
Yeah, I'm going to go 2-1 to Spurs. I think we can, with the way United play out their football, with the way Spurs are playing their football at the moment, I really think there are going to be opportunities for us to hurt them. And I think our defence can hold strong, with Romero backing up for Doherty on the right-hand side, with Reguilon back in the side, and obviously Dyer playing at a really good level at the moment. I think the defence can hold strong. But I do think it's going to be a very good game of football. I don't think Man U will be anywhere near as bad as they were in the second half against Manchester City. But I'm looking forward to it. And me and Sim are going up there tomorrow. So we'll be bringing you all the action from inside Old Trafford. Stel and Iggy will be here in the studio on the watch long. So come and join them on the watch along and for the post-match fan show. But looking forward to the game tomorrow. Let me know your score predictions and predicted lineup in the comment section below. Like, subscribe and comment. And as always, come on you Spurs.